listening to the Law Enforcement Pirate Radio Network. Radio Free Larry presiding.
You can run, but you can't hide.
Radio Free Larry.
Of course, I'm speaking about the big in the sky, colloquially known as God. You can run, but you can't hide. All right, here we go again. Buckle up. Rough roads ahead. So it's been a strange day, to say the least. Started well, but of course the spycraft attack screws it up. And it's not my emotions, they're satanic. So I guess another billionaire had some weird thing happen to him. Some racetrack. You have to watch out for God. He'll sneak up on all your rich people and wink at it for a while and then shut it all down. All right. I don't know what that is. Thought I had droopy drawers and gee, let's hear that guy. Oh no! Oh man, the road is yelling at us here. Something's going on wrong there. It's not too many vehicles. Looking a little other up that way. Traveling on a pack up there. So, back when they would have brainwashed Lee Harvey Oswald with the same kind of program, they would have put things on billboards. They have spies working in newspapers that would put things in headlines, things such as that, something on television. And that was how they would send those brainwashing messages. And of course, they could have used LSD on him. So the group of people that I explained operate here would have operated back then in a different way. But, they would have been operating Jack Ruby. They would have been operating Oswald. And then they triggered them. Most likely the same people that operated Oswald into that operated Jack Ruby. Now, obviously they were watching Lee Harvey Oswald, obviously. That's like Bin Laden walking around our country back then, All right. So, been a long day. I don't know how much I didn't drink like the later coffee, so I don't know what's going to go on with that. The only thing about the development that I was looking at, it's just, on a 13-month lease, like the other place that was more expensive, I could see myself sitting there 13 months. But there's a couple things, even security questions, as far as safety in numbers kind of thing. I'm kind of in my own bungalow. It's still like a row concept, like a townhouse concept, but it's a one-floor bungalow. I mean, it's really nice the way they set it up. But the idea is, they're a little more hesitant when there's more people close in, especially if they're using something extra special. All right. So again, it was a nice development, probably nice people, not wealthy people, not assholes. Of course you'll have somebody gets drunk. I mean, I learned to expect that. But the thing is, the location draws valuable property. So again, and not that exact location, but the general location, there's a ton of people that you walk and all that kind of things there. You know, the walking trails and all that. Now, in that particular development, it's cheaper, so you don't have the same people you do in other areas, but they're probably nice people. You know, probably nicer. I probably get treated nicer by them than I would in the other areas because I don't drive a brand new vehicle. You know, so again, they look at those. You know, they're all key. You know, how you treat the Joneses. You're keeping up with the Joneses and how you treat the Joneses and all that type of thing. They just look like average people. I think it's probably an immigrant-heavy development. I mean, I was supposed to go there this evening. I just never got to it. No. So I could look at it. And if they rent it, it's just, you know, wasn't meant to be. It's just, you know, again, the conflict of the price. I don't want to, you know, be here 6 months later either, you know. So again, I have to do something. But it's not my like favorite area because Walmart is there. They have a Target. There's no Walmart. So, well, it is, but you have to drive, you know, a few minutes this way and that way. Especially since I think I think I'm going to, I didn't get the credit card, but they didn't. What happens? It says you can only take advantage of one offer, but they sent a second offer when they sent me the reason that they didn't approve it. So it's just kind of screwy because the whole thing is, for some reason, they're not connecting with my account. I think, I'm not sure. But they may not have ran it the second time. They may have said, well, it was only one offer and you put in for it and we couldn't verify your credit or something, I guess. I don't know. Or that would be the story they would say or something. Because I didn't actually get the card and I applied, but it didn't go anywhere, right? Didn't even hit my record. Again, somebody's monkeying around. So it's going to be a hot couple days, like 99 and 100. I got some things I have to do, I guess, maybe. Yeah, I have to arrange for my physical therapy tomorrow. I got to at least take advantage of that. I'm better. I just still have a little at the one. There's like just one point, and that's where it hits, you know. But everything else is, you know, it's not like it was. That day was horrible, but I still think that the body armor exacerbated it because I drank as soon as I drank it was like boom, and when I got out of the hospital I started drinking it again, and then boom. Started hitting me again. So again, it still may involve that specific thing, but I think body armor was doing something funky in my body. Just drinking a lot of water now. That's what I used to do. I used to like drive in the morning. I drive to like one section of Santa Fe and go, shopping and walking around, and then in the afternoon maybe I do another area. But every time I drink like just 16 ounce of water, I just just chug it, and so I made sure I stayed hydrated. I just kind of fell off the hydration wagon or something there. So it's definitely a nice area. And, I'm not really, the 13 months, you can always buy out. It sucks, but you can do it, Right. Put you in the debt a bit. Right. Which, to see that, like the 13 I can't believe that's the real pricing scale. I mean, it could be, but, I can see a lot of people there not making it 13 months. Some of the people that, by what they were driving and how it all looked, they weren't wealthy people, could lose their job in a second, that kind of thing. Not paranoid. I mean, these things exist. They are spies. They come and get me. They got PIs. They got foreigners. They got criminal enterprise members. Can they be separate? Somewhere along the way, I'm sure, but not most of them. You know, the majority are linked by a common thread. So that's how spies work. Once it's detected, then they develop like years of something else around it to say, oh, but look what we found over here. No, don't look over there. No, don't look at the people that were around Jack Ruby. Look over here. They got thick cover stories and all sorts of bullshit that they engage in. But the big liar broke through it years ago. I would love them in a fly on a wall and like whatever operations center the CIA's like stalking me from when I started speaking about it. Wait, I don't know. Wait, I'm podcasting. There's something like crazy on my phone here. I don't know if you all saw the image upside down or not. That you know what that means? That's St. Peter. So we have to heal something. Sign of healing. We're supposed to heal when that sign comes on. Again, we're getting to that point where the air doesn't cool at night. But particular apartment that I was looking at was a good location in there and it's good view, that kind of thing. Away from me, them. So I'm gonna have to give a 5-star on Amazon. Some of those, like a lot of people complain when something breaks on Amazon, like something they buy, and I'm like, well, didn't you contact the manufacturer? You're just like, it broke. I'm like, well, yeah, but see, mine broke within like 12, within I think in less than 12 hours. I sent an email, less than 12 hours, a message to Amazon, less than 12 hours, manufacturer or a reseller, whoever it was, said, all right, we'd like to give you a replacement. May we have the address to send it to? I sent it. I said, if you have any concerns, please contact us. We'll be glad to take care of any of your concerns. They got the replacement going to be sent out. So it was a 140 watt power brick with 2 USB-C and 1 USB-A. And PD 100, and I think one was PD 100. The other one may have been PD 65. Oh, can be 65. Or maybe it was. I don't know. I guess if I use the one, I can go up to 65 on the one and 100 on the one, but it's only combined 140. So when it broke, I decided, even though I was going to get a replacement, this is a good time to buy another one. So I have two if one breaks. So I've got to use them pretty regularly. So I bought that one just had a USB-C 100, and it was down to I think I got it for if I'm not mistaken, $18. That's pretty good for a 100 watt PD power brick. Really good, actually. Because I charge my portable lithium battery kits with it. So it's interesting to see the drama playing out in Russia and Belarus. Well, Lavrov's been hidden, huh? Putin's front and center with Belaruski, whatever his name is. See where that goes. The thing is, it could all be a KGB thing, or maybe not. Well, the thing is, if they can make it look like there's infighting, that's where CIA might move, or Polish IA, or whatever it is. So they could, spy, counter spy. It's easier to see what's like. One of them could be just sending secret communications to Moscow on what's coming up around them online, that kind of thing. Right. One or more, actually. I thought that guy was still in Belarus. I didn't realize he was in. The one guy that spoke out. That's why I said he's a dead man. I thought he was in Belarus speaking up. I'm like, wait a minute, you bought into the wrong thing. All right. See, now as far as that one city welcoming, what's his name? It's kind of like a personality cult thing, maybe. But some of those people could be in a lot of trouble, right? I mean, they don't necessarily kill you outright. They'll deep state you. But who knows? But apparently there wasn't this massive, annihilation of airplanes. It's like a couple or a couple of helicopters or something. So there's a lot of disinformation right now. Right. Also, our side, their side, probably all of it. It's probably all disinformation. Everybody's fighting with disinformation. Disinformation jousting. I think I was part of it somehow. So it's interesting. I had a couple credit cards that really didn't have numbers that appear to be anything. Very, very interesting. So in reality, I wanted to broadcast this earlier, and I don't think I did. I had the thought, but I was like busy doing something. I believe the number patterns that they're using might be, and it's a big might, designed to cause autism. So again, when we have like a teen develop autism, are they online? Is something happening to them? Is somebody trying to cause them to have autism? And psychological warfare is such a thing, all of them. I mean, they're dumping drugs into the nation to get everybody all, actually disabled with addiction. So are our kids being assaulted with number and letter patterns or visuals that causes the mind intentionally to be artistic? I understand that could happen naturally based upon something weird, but I know it's not natural. I know it's like AI. So again, whoever's hacking me has an intention to cause severe psychological disability. And one of those intentions could be to cause something similar to, if not, autism. So then you look, well, you always have to, when something is happening to you like that, you have to look and say, well, what about that over there? Remember, all those kids have autism now. And I say, well, it's natural. No, not necessarily. Again, remember, a lot of Fox News viewers were Russian bots. And a lot of people that invested in Target and pulled that money out, that was the plan. And some of it could have been Russian money. See? They take you up just to bring you down. That you never would have been up there to begin with. Like that height of investment and popularity actually doesn't exist outside of a spycraft operation. And it's designed to take you down at a later date when you do something they don't like. So it really doesn't matter. I mean, it matters in fake world, but not in the real world. I have no idea what they're doing. They have the end apartment end room redone. Some people lived there a long time, so they wanted to redo it, I imagine. And they have the television on. I don't think there's anybody in there. And all the shit, like the curtains are open. It's bizarre. You're trying to attract somebody to live in there. If they had the one bed going, it'd be a nice room for a single person. Be like an apartment almost. But it's kind of tight with the two beds in there. I think they're queen beds too. So if they had just like one full bed in there, it'd be a nice little apartment. When I was in, telling people getting over, when I was in Aurora at the In-Town Suites, there were people that moved in, I guess after they refurbished it or something like that. And it was like years ago, years before I got there. Like 2.5 years or something. And whatever that price was, they kept. Because I think they were 2-bedroom apartments. I mean, they were gorgeous, gorgeously appointed in Aurora. So these people were paying, like, I got this little like shoebox, and these were people were probably paying less. They were paying less than me for a 2-bedroom apartment in the same building. And what was happening is it was getting to the point where they were going to raise their rent. But they had lived there for like 2.5 years with that reduced rate. I mean, the fix was in it. Like amazing. I mean, those were nice. Those if the new, what do they call it? The premium suites. That's nicely appointed. And can you imagine that kind of style in a 2-bedroom in an In-Town Suites in Aurora? I imagine now they're probably like $2,000, maybe more. Who knows? I think the other ones are 16. Just a little shoebox. You probably can't even get them online. But yeah, they were telling me how they never raised our price. It's just like living in an apartment. I don't think it was supposed to be that. That's what happened. Because I mean, not every one of them has 2-bedroom apartments, so I'm sure. If the district manager may not even know that they existed. Who knows? I mean, he expected it to be just a hotel, right? I mean, the one that when they moved in, there was probably one that could have switched managers or something. That was one of my I wonder if I get in one of those, but couldn't afford it anyway. But the price they were playing, I think it was $1,200. A 2-bedroom when I was there in Aurora was like $2,000. Easy. But you have to be making money on the economy to live in those places. Colorado's nice, but the economy, you got to live on you got to actually make money on the economy or have a big nest egg. Winters are nice even. But the spring came and I was like, So they do have springtime allergies. But, and again, it just nothing was happening. And Aurora PD was an asshole. Sheriff's Department was an asshole. Had all their drunk snitches running around me, trying to harass me. That's the one thing about their snitches. They always drink and smoke dope all day long. And then they make statements about the person they're stalking and harassing. I mean, it's real. It's disgusting. Excuse me, hang on. What's that, sir?
Take this
What are you looking for?
29, Highway 29.
How? I have no idea. 29. I know 69, but I don't know where 29 is. Is that for West Virginia plate or Nebraska? I should have looked it up for him on my phone. I feel bad. Probably should go to a gas station. Grab an Atlas. Harass them. So when I was doing that New York thing, healing New York, after 9/11, after I got out after 9/11, it was like 2004 or so, and and I'm driving down the street, and this dude's like sells me an Atlas. I think I had a laptop with a GPS. I didn't have it then, did I? How did I get around? I don't even remember how I got around. I know it eventually I got a guy. I think it was Jamaican. Guy was in the middle of the street, and I pull up to an intersection. And he's just like right there. He's like, "You want to buy an Atlas?" So I had like a Rand McNally with the spiral thing. I'm like, "Sure." And then the magic is on. Bing. Like God was leading around all over the place. I can't believe it went as well as it did. I mean, they were killing me. How did I get around? I can't even remember. But I know it. What did I have? Did I have a laptop with something on it? Can't remember. No, I don't think I did. Back in the day, I have any I don't think I have any GPS, I don't think. I think I was just traveling by God. I'd be like, all right, next community of ethnic people. Which is not hard in New York, but it'd be like, okay, here are the Jamaicans. Let's eat some goat. And then, find I just pull up and what's that? Roosevelt, what is that called? Roosevelt Park or something. I forget, but there's a bunch of Sikhs and Hindus there, and they run restaurants and stores. I just pull up. They gave me a ticket there. They did me dirty. They knew not to give me a ticket. They targeted me. Somebody called, "Give me a ticket." It was really stupid too. I forget what it was. It was like I just got out of my vehicle for a sec. I think I ran out of gas. I ran out of gas and they gave me a ticket. And I was only going long enough to get the gas and all that. Right. And I think they gave me the ticket because I was far from the curb in the back or something. So it was like a bullshit ticket, They gave me a park ticket in Philly too. They did it on purpose, I know. I call them, "Give me a ticket, give me a ticket, give me a ticket." No good deed goes unpunished, right? Yeah, it's a little tired today. It's heating up. Allergens are out big. Probably gonna go chill. People aren't even out. They're like, Nebraska. All right. Stay peaceful. Praise God. And all that you do, praise God. I'm going to give him look up this road